So, I don't really know how to do this. I guess I'll just start. So, flashback to 2 years ago, I was really depressed. I was in film school and I was struggling to hand in my work on time, and I didn't even really feel like my degree was worth anything. To be honest, it kind of wasn't. And I was just trying to figure out what else could I do? What else could I see myself doing every single day and not hate my life? And I just couldn't think of anything. I can't think of any office that I would want to sit in every day of my life and be happy. But eventually I landed on the gaming industry. I know, not much better than the film industry, still very competitive, but at least at the time I felt like it was at least a little easier to break into than the film industry. And so I just decided to say fuck it, and I dropped out of school. And I actually ended up getting a job at EA Sports. While working there, I was making like promotional videos for them, like commercials basically for FIFA. While I was very happy and proud that I managed to get that. My parents were too. But essentially it was an office job. Fuck, why am I so awkward? But I just couldn't see myself doing that every day. I couldn't see myself sitting in an office at the EA headquarters every day for the next 50 fucking years and then just die. Like, the thought of that made me want to kill myself. Not that anyone should kill themselves. Your life is worth so much more than a job. But that's another tangent. The point is, it wasn't for me. And so I quit. Because I realized that if I want to be happy with what I want to do, it has to just come from me. For better or worse, to be honest. Now I'm just unemployed. And all I have now is dreams. And everyone around me, they kind of judge me a little bit. My family, my friends, they keep like throwing little passive aggressive comments at me. Like calling me like an unemployed loser or whatever. And whenever I talk to them about the projects I'm working on, they kind of just don't care. They just see it as something that's coming from like an idiot, like a film school dropout, which is essentially what I am. For now. The thing is, I don't mind that they doubt me. It's kind of fuel. I kind of like it actually, like in a weird way. Well, that squirrel is very close to me. Oh, almost got it. Squirrely. Mickey. Bye. And everyone just kind of thinks I'm an idiot. But the thing is, I have something I know about myself is that when I actually do something, like actually do it, like if I actually tell myself like this is what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it right. The issue is just getting myself to do that. I am very unmotivated and depressed and ADHD. But I do know that the second I say I'm gonna do that, it just gets done, no matter how crazy of a thing it is. I've been doubted so many times. I told my professor I'm gonna make this for my first year movie. And he was like, no. He gave me a 0 on the script because he was like, you can't make that. The script is good, but you can't produce that. And then when I produced it, he had to give me an A on the project. And he was like, I was happily proven wrong. But now I have bigger ideas, huge ideas, world-changing ideas that I know I can make if I just put everything I have into. I see so much potential in the VR world. It's something that's gonna be mainstream one day. Like, that's just not really up for debate. Video games are so much fun. I play video games every day. I wish I played less. But they're gonna be replaced, because imagine actually being in the video game one day. I know you're gonna say, oh, but VR doesn't feel like you're in the game. VR is uncomfortable. Yes, you're 1,000% right. But all these problems are problems that we can fix. Like, we went to the fucking moon, you know? There was a time when they said, you can't go to the moon because It's too much energy to exit the atmosphere. But then we just did it. We were just like, okay, you're right. That is a problem that we have. Let's just fucking fix it then. Same shit's gonna happen with VR. It's gonna replace everything and it's gonna be amazing. Somewhat. It's also gonna be scary. Because imagine Mark Zuckerberg owns perfect VR machines that simulate the real world. That's just the Matrix. You're just describing the Matrix. And a guy like Mark, no offense, Zucky, he's a fucking psychopath. He's gonna plug you all into the Matrix and keep you there and just fucking bleed you of all of your life. Nah. VR can be awesome, but it can also be terrifying. So I want to get in there. I want to get into space. And I want to actually make a difference in the whole world. And I know you're watching this and you're saying like, bruh, you got 20 followers. Like, honestly, your friends are right. You are just an unemployed loser. And that's fine. That's okay that you believe that. And you might be right. I personally can't subscribe to that idea, but it could be true. Like, you might be right, I don't know. I personally have to have faith. But even if it is true, I'm just gonna post everything here and you can watch me try. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to build a mixed reality game. Just the first step, get familiar with game development, VR, all that. I'm gonna be doing it in Unreal Engine, which is not currently like the best VR engine, but it is the best engine. So I might as well practice with it because one day the big games that I make, I think they're definitely all going to be on Unreal Engine. And it's getting more and more VR support. That's Milky right there. He's a good boy. And after I've got that game down, I'm going to build a VR. It's going to sound a little ridiculous. I'm going to build a VR treadmill, like in Ready Player One. Better than all those shitty sliding treadmills and everything that's in the market right now doesn't even compare to the idea that I have. I know you're thinking you're crazy, you're unemployed, you're a loser, okay, fine. But I'm gonna do it, alright? So you can either watch me try or succeed. Only God knows what will happen. All I know is I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna give up. I quit my job, I have nothing. All I have is my dreams. So why wouldn't I just give it my all? I guess that's all I really have to say. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you also go after your dreams and realize that it's really not that serious. You only live one life. And if you take it too serious and too safe, then you just made the biggest mistake. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. That would help me because then I'll have more resources for this project. Please leave a comment, whether hateful or not. I'll take what I can get at this point, to be honest. Thank you so much for 20 subs, by the way. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it, and stay tuned for what's coming because I'm excited. You should be too.